Do you want to see the focus group video that made Frank Luntz, this guy right here, say, I don't want to do this anymore? It was a unity themed focus group. And it went off the rails so bad, he said, I don't want to do this anymore. He wants to quit. Of course you want to see that. Frank Luntz used to work for the GOP. Now he does a lot of focus group stuff for media outlets and things in more general. So here's what it looks like. He brings up all these people. These days they do it in a Zoom style. And Frank Luntz, who you'll see right down here, this is him. He asks questions to the group. They're from varying backgrounds, and they get to say what they feel. In the middle of this one, when they were talking about what do you think about the country, well, people were saying, we think that the country is divided. Somebody said, I think the country is deceased. There was a lot of back and forth about this. And then chaos.
And
Spencer, I'm watching your face. I'm looking at you, shaking your head, and explain to me what's going through your head right now as you listen to Lisa.
How appropriate
Lisa's
my
up here.
word delusional was. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You have people who have chosen to completely ignore facts and reason for fantasy and wild delusion.
Here we go.
Yeah, that is not true.
Buckle up, everybody.
100% agree.
Yes,
you too.
that is not true. We're looking at the facts on the ground, and
What
Biden has
facts?
already agreed.
What facts
He's
do you
going
need
to
to
pack
see?
the courts.
What facts do you need to see other than the courts and the state
He's going to pack the courts.
Court
He's going to
hasn't
bring in
said anything.
regulation.
Ah!
He's going to bring in regulation that's going to strangle business. He's going to do things through the bureaucracy of the government. He's going to change the rules in Congress so that Democrats will be able to steal elections from this point forward. And just look at House Resolution Bill number 1. Look at House Resolution Bill number 1 before you laugh at me.
All right, so now they're mad. One of them laughed at the other one, and it's like, okay, this is getting a little tense here. These folks were supposed to be having a focus group about unity. What happened to
I
unity?
have worked for the GOP. I have never in my life not voted straight party tickets.
This is Kimberly
I voted
here.
For Joe Biden for the first time. And I
How
withdrew
sad.
from the party. I withdrew from the party in December.
Thank you.
Because the
How
conversation
sad.
that's going on right now is embarrassing to be
Yes,
associated
absolutely.
with.
Wow.
Embarrassing
Republicans
to
are
Wow.
embarrassing.
across the
Absolutely
world.
I
embarrassing.
take it
Well,
none
let's
of you.
let's get back to
I
the
take
facts.
it none of you
Let's
listen
get
to
back to the
any of the
facts.
hearings.
Yeah, somebody please. No, I
Oh.
have a question on the floor. Somebody please explain what facts you have that has
All right.
not been
Let me
shown.
No.
You're not even
Right
listening
now,
to
we don't know.
anybody's
There's no
Let
facts
me
out
explain.
there.
Stop.
You're just blabbing.
Let
You're
me
not even
explain.
listening. to
He's
anything.
completely lost control of his focus group now. This was supposed to be about unity, and they're going at it. There's another moment that I want to get to in just a moment, but let's listen to a little more.
Anybody's response.
I'm trying
You
to
don't
get
have to give
facts
a
out.
response.
You're not
Hold on.
listening
There we
to
go.
anybody's response.
Somebody
You're
talk.
just
Give a
blabbing
response
like
then.
that.
Talk.
Everybody stop.
Did you go and listen
Everybody
to the
stop.
Georgia hearing?
Pamela, stop. Pamela, stop. Camille,
To
everybody.
any of the Georgia hearings?
Pamela, stop, or I will disconnect you.
Yeah.
Will be respectful. You will stop talking over everybody. We don't behave that way in this country. You owe these people an apology.
Yeah, good
because
luck.
You did not give them
Oh,
a chance.
I'm
to do
so sorry.
it. Okay,
You're going.
fine. You're going to look so foolish when you're played on TV tomorrow. Say
Yeah.
something that makes you look foolish. Go ahead. I've really had it.
Oh, this is contentious. So this is what they're saying in this article. They're like, he doesn't want to do this anymore. The focus group that went off the rails is enough for him to say, forget it. And trust me, he's got enough money, this guy, to say goodbye. He once was on CNBC and showed off in his house. He has $1 million replica of the Oval Office. Like, for real, his entire room is exactly like the Oval Office in every single possible way. But let's go back in there and see if he can recover this thing.
I've had it with how people behave towards each other. I've had it with the rudeness. I've had it with the yelling and the screaming. Why can't we have a normal conversation? You people dislike Congress because you said they don't get along. Well, you behave the same way they do. You do exactly what they do.
All right, there he is. He's saying you do exactly what they do. This is, I guess, a moment where they were talking about COVID and things didn't go well. Right here.
Take control of the virus.
Enforce the borders.
I'm asking for economic responses.
I think Spencer's right. I think
Infrastructure.
you got to get hold of COVID first. I mean, that's
COVID, yeah.
Trump blew off
COVID.
COVID for months. And I hope Biden's been talking about COVID a lot. That's why I give him a lot of respect. That's all he's been talking about. And Trump, that's why I've kind of left Trump, because he kind of just blew off COVID. He thought it was a big joke. I ended up having it for
It is a joke.
My mother died. Well, it's not a joke. My mother died from it.
My uncle died from COVID.
Okay, who said it was a joke?
First priority.
Okay, my mother died from it. So don't tell me it's a joke.
Right.
From complications of it.
It's a low blow.
I think that Biden needs to.
I gotta tell you, I might be with you, Luntz. This did go off the rails. What do you think? Is there any chance for unity in this country? Look what happens when you bring these people together to try to have a conversation about it. No one's going like this. We're going like this. We're talking right past each other and slamming into each other head on, and we're not agreeing even on the most basic of facts. That's a problem. What do you do about it? Is there anything we can do about it? Are we going to see unity in this country anytime soon? Or is that focus group a perfect amalgamation, a great example of exactly where America finds itself today? Let me know. I know you will. You're always bold in the comments. Continue to be so, and we'll talk to you real soon.